We begin with a little bit of weather. The super producer, the people's producer, the GOAT producer, Nia Campbell is here, as well as superstar meteorologist Hunter Forst in the building on a Friday. He's got a lovely beachfront behind him that really signifies this warm-up he's about to tell us about. Are those seagulls there?
Those are people.
There's a couple people, but they're surrounded by seagulls, no? No.
There are a few seagulls flying around.
Listen, I get seagulls and people mixed up sometimes, all right? We're all just living beings, right?
That's true.
That's a bunch of seagulls, though, right?
Yeah, and those are waves.
And those are waves, and there's a tanker in the background. I mean, this is
a beautiful shot.
This is springtime personified.
They're like laying out, enjoying the day.
Yeah,
I love that for them.
Most days when we look at the beach over the course of March, we see people walking.
Yes.
This is the first stationary. There are people sitting on the beach, spending real time in front of the water, hanging out with a flock of seagulls.
Yeah.
Yes.
They are having a good spring day.
They are having a good spring day. Now, tell us about the significance of this. Astronomical spring happened at 10:46 a.m. What does that mean for us?
It just means it's going to get warmer. I know that.
Love that.
I mean, the sun's rays are directly pointing at the equator.
Yes.
At 10:46.
And how does that, so the sun directly on top of the equator?
Pretty much.
And what does that do for our climatal ecosystem?
We're starting to point closer to the sun.
Yes.
So we're just going to get warmer.
Warmer and warmer.
Longer days.
We love to hear it.
You love to hear it. If you're going to Australia, the opposite.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll plan our vacations accordingly.
Yeah.
Now, is this the type of thing where there's going to be any sort of difference in terms of humidity? Is it getting more and more humid along with the warmth?
I mean, yeah, eventually, like as we get deeper into spring and into summer, it will get more humid.
We haven't reached that point yet.
But it's not like the dew points right now are in the 30s.
Does cloud cover change, or is that just random throughout the year?
I mean, you could get definitely more storm clouds.
More storm clouds?
Cumulonimbus type clouds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
As the surface heats up more,
so the spring
gets hotter,
you
get more rising motion, and those clouds shoot up.
These are the types of things we want to know. We're learning all about weather here. Now, what is the weather outside today?
It's nice. It's beautiful.
Yes.
This is the forecast for the first day of spring. Goodbye, winter. It has not been nice knowing you. 67 degrees for today, mostly sunny. Winds out of the south 5 to 10, gusting to around 20 miles an hour. So a slight breeze out there today. And you may be wondering, how is our first spring weekend of 2026 going to be? Drum roll, please. It's going to be nice.
Love it.
Pretty similar tomorrow. Upper 60s, a good amount of sunshine, a chance for an isolated shower very early Saturday. But other than that, any plans outdoors tomorrow, going to be looking really, really nice and even warmer on Sunday. Upper 70s, pushing 80 degrees. Mostly to partly sunny skies, much warmer compared to the last couple of days. I mean, it has been chilly. One day this week we were 40 only for a high. So luckily, as we enter spring, temperatures getting warmer.
What was that, Tuesday, Monday? About 40 degrees for the high?
I believe Tuesday.
And now, fast forward to Friday, and we're looking at a 78-degree day in our very, very near future.
Right.
The roller coaster continues.
Are you guys going anywhere this weekend?
You asked us that yesterday.
Did I?
Does Hunter actually want to know about our lives?
No.
Or is he just filling the spaces of silence in which we all exist?
I just forget.
Okay, that's fine.
We talk so much just outside of this podcast.
Right.
That I forget what I've asked you guys, you know?
Well, the answer is Nia and I both went on vacations last weekend.
Right.
And so this weekend we're here, we're home, we're enjoying Hampton Roads.
Right. And I love that.
For us.
For you guys.
What about yourself? You moving? You shaking?
I'm working. So no.
Okay. So we'll all be here. But we've all got friends throughout the Commonwealth area who will be experiencing hot temperatures, especially Sunday.
Mid to upper 80s, D.C., Richmond, Charlottesville on Sunday. Woof. It's going to be hot. But here's that live view of the beach. Beautiful. It kind of looks like summer outside.
It does. Just looking at that, if this was a window, you would be near certain that it was the middle of June out there.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. Oh, it's
looks
so
great.
nice. Let me ask you something, Hunter. On Sunday in Virginia Beach, could you reasonably have a beach day, a real beach day with a bathing suit on? Is it too cold? Still a bit too windy for that?
It depends. it's going to be, I think you can.
Right, but it wouldn't be ideal.
I don't think it's going to be I think you could. I mean, the water temperature is still really cold.
You're not going in the water,
So
just enjoying the sight of it
You
while
just, if
relaxing
you
on
get
the
like a
beach.
slight breeze from the water,
Yeah.
that'll cool you down quick.
Okay. So we're not quite there yet.
I think you could. I think you would try it. I think
We're definitely close.
It'll be a great day to walk the boardwalk and like hit the restaurants.
Yes, that definitely. A walk around outside, a couple of outdoor restaurants, maybe get some tapas, get some appetizers, and enjoy. That part will be fantastic.
You know what place I'm excited to try again this year?
Do tell.
I think I only went once last year.
Okay.
That restaurant that's right on the pier.
Is it Ocean Eddies right there?
I think it
on
might be.
16th Street?
Yeah.
Out at the ocean front? And you can just look out over
Exactly.
the entire beach?
Yeah.
Yes, do it. We should do it.
And
We'll do a
there's-
live Impact News team trip.
And there's like a souvenir shop right there.
Yeah. And then if you keep going, the fishing pier.
Right.
Have you ever been out onto the pier?
I think so.
Okay, you
I
need
think
to-
when I first moved
You
here.
got to pay a couple bucks.
You do.
But it's worth it to get out
It's
there.
worth it.
Yeah. Do you fish, Hunter? Are you a fisher person?
I've fished.
Yeah.
I fished actually a good amount growing up.
Okay.
Yeah.
If me, you, and Naya, you, Naya, and I,
Right.
went out to the shoreline and we
Uh-huh.
said, Hunter, you got to teach us how to grab some fish. Could you
Right.
adequately give us a lesson?
I could teach you how to cast.
Yeah. All right. Maybe we'll do a
Real-
little
Ex-
Ocean Eddies /
We could.
fishing trip.
Naya has to take the fish off the hook though.
Okay, Naya, thumbs up if you're in.
I am not in.
That's a thumbs up from Naya.
That's a thumbs up.
Okay, fantastic.
Except I only dealt with freshwater, so it might be, a little different.
We'll have to do some Googling.
We will.
Yeah.
Like freshwater fish is what I dealt. Like there's no like difference. Like
We're picking up what you're putting down.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anywho,
All right. Yeah. Let's
Sideline radar.
keep it going. We're doing great.
Sideline radar is looking good this afternoon. We are going to be staying nice and dry through this afternoon. Tonight, again, a chance for a few isolated showers, but for most of the day, we're looking good. Upper 60s, could we reach the lower 70s? Perhaps. But between about 9 and 11 o'clock, a few light showers. But by 10 o'clock, we're already in bed. We're not outside. And then heading into early Saturday morning.
Tucked in,
Tucked
fast
in.
asleep by 10 o'clock on
Tucked
Friday.
in past asleep. Mid to upper 50s Saturday morning, so it's going to be a warmer start to the day. This morning it was chilly.
Yes.
Um,
Brisk.
it was brisk. But tomorrow, more comfortable stepping out early. And then by the afternoon, we're in the upper 60s to low 70s, maybe a few mid 70s further inland. A few clouds rolling on in for the second half of the day, but overall, not bad. And a nice Sunday morning as well, mid to low 50s to start off the day. By the afternoon, upper 70s. Could we get into the low 80s? Perhaps.
Okay.
Mid 80s inland? Certainly.
This always sticks out to me during kind of periods like this. The distinction between Virginia Beach and then Norfolk.
Right.
there.
That's when you get that east wind. It
Yeah.
really can make it feel much colder at the beach.
You drive 30 minutes, you need a whole new outfit.
Right.
Yeah.
Correct. That's why it's kind of tough when you ask me that question.
Whether it or not it's a beach day.
Yeah.
Yeah, hard to discern. And maybe something where it's not quite comfortable to be out having a full beach day at the Virginia Beach oceanfront, but if you're laying on the grass over at Town Point Park in Norfolk, maybe it's
Yeah.
a little warmer, it's a
little
little
warmer.
bit more comfortable. So it depends on where you're at in the Hampton Roads. That is the feature of covering such a large
Yeah.
region.
For sure. And then by Sunday night, I mean, look at this, 9 o'clock. I love that. When it's 9 o'clock and it's still in the low 70s.
Yes, we love a warm spring night.
A warm spring night,
Mm-hmm.
a warm spring morning, and a hot spring afternoon.
Yes, perfection. We did it. Meteorological and astronomical spring, both here. We have officially arrived.
You love to see
And
it.
even Nia Campbell has said she is okay with the warmer temps
Right.
coming our way.
One thing I did want to talk about, though,
Yeah.
this is kind of off track a little bit.
We never do that.
We've never been off track ever. But look at the highs yesterday. 105 degrees in Phoenix, right? 95 in Las Vegas. 85 degrees in Denver. The day before that, I believe it was like 102 in Phoenix, and that was the earliest 100-degree day they've ever seen. Normally, they see it in early May-ish is their first 100-degree day. I think they beat the record by like over a week for their earliest, but on average, they see it in May. But the last 2 days, they've been well over 100 degrees. It has been, they are breaking records out west. It is so hot. Las Vegas, I believe, hit their warmest March day ever recorded. Same with Phoenix. I mean, it's just been super, super hot. So that's like kind of one of the big weather stories out there over the last couple of days. Because I know it's been quiet here the last few days, besides Monday. But I just wanted to throw that out there. I mean, look at Bismarck, North Dakota yesterday, 75 degrees.
Yeah.
That is warm for them.
They're breaking records on the East Coast. And from Norfolk to Phoenix, a 54-degree difference.
Yeah, that's crazy,
I
isn't
mean,
it?
more than double the temperature here just heading out to Phoenix.
Yeah.
And you said they're breaking records by a solid week, the earliest they've gone over 100.
Yes.
Man.
Which is pretty intense. Not only their first 100, but I believe like the hottest it's ever been in March. And like they're beating their average by like a month and a half. So it's insane heat.
Yeah. Now, what kind of negative consequences could that have on sort of the agriculture and I mean, is that something that is of concern?
I mean, well, the ski resorts out there are closing early, which is not great because it's already been a super, super warm winter.
Right.
So they've been having a tough time out there. But even at night, temperatures, are well above freezing, so they can't make any snow.
Yeah.
So they're closing very early this year.
So there are some businesses being impacted. Seasonal workers who are going to get, 1 or 2 less weeks of pay than they anticipated.
And also, like through the summer, a lot of places out west rely on the snowpack from the winter that builds up through the mountains. Mm-hmm. And they didn't see a whole lot this year. The snowpack, well below average. So that affects water supply, wildfire risk, all of that. So certainly something to watch out for, as we get into the summer months and into the fall, what kind of impacts we'll see from this. But hopefully it'll work out. But yeah, certainly isn't great. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up.
Okay, we'll keep an eye on it. We'll be looking out west to see what kind of records they're breaking. Meanwhile, back east, closer to normal.
So on Monday, we are going to see a cold front rolling on in. Could bring us a few isolated showers, but overall, not looking too bad. But some cooler air will be coming on in. So it's not going to stay super warm forever. By Tuesday, we'll be in the low 50s for a high. So it'll be chillier again. We should be around 61 degrees for this time of year, but we'll get back to average and even above average by the middle and end of next week. And even before the cold front pushes in on Monday, we'll still be pretty warm into the low 70s. So a couple days of some warmer temps, not looking too bad. But again, for today, we're in the upper 60s, mostly sunny. Looking pretty good. A great first day of spring. Tomorrow, this is saying mid to low 60s. I think we'll be a bit warmer than that, but it's going to be a good amount of sunshine. A great first spring weekend. 78 on Sunday, 73 on Monday with a chance for a shower as the cold front moves in. We drop into the low 50s by Tuesday, and then we're in the mid to low 60s Wednesday and Thursday.
You love it when it just matches up like that. It turns to spring, and we have a very springish day.
Correct. Yeah, I agree.
You love to see it.
You'll love to see it.
Now, talk to me about the rest of your schedule here. Are we going to see you at 4 o'clock again?
I will be here at 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back-to-back days on the 4 o'clock for Hunter Forst.
It's a big day.
And how did it feel being back, in the evenings?
It's nice.
Yeah. You miss your morning crew?
I love the mornings, and I love getting out at 1:15 in the afternoon.
Especially on a Friday, it is
Especially
nice.
on a Friday.
I know. But
it's okay because I get to spend it with you. And is Janet here today?
Janet is here today.
Is it you and Janet?
I just saw Janet not too long ago.
Okay, because I also think I saw Madison on the anchor list as well, so I wasn't sure.
Oh.
She's filling in for Dana. So Madison will be 6
Okay.
and 11, I believe.
Madison Schlegel on at 6 and
5,
11.
6, and
Keep an eye
11.
out for that. 5, 6, and 11.
Yeah.
Shout out to the weekend team, Hunter and Madison, making their way to 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah.
Great to see you guys.
We're happy to what was I trying to say? We're happy to be here.
And that is a fitting end to Hunter Forst's forecast
I was
here
like-
on Live Impact News. It's good that
couldn't
Naya
even.
kept the graphic up because Hunter kind of short-circuited
I
there
literally
on
was
air
like,
for a second.
we're happy to.
Yeah, he did. He
That's
did. He
what I
just
looked
lost
like.
it completely. That is what we call a Friday, ladies and gentlemen. But